All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Saturday, April 27th. 3 game slate. I'm lying. 4 game slate. We're going to get in and get out. We're going to start up top with SGA 9.1. Fine value and play him. Donovan Mitchell coming after an amazing loss against Orlando, 8.4K. I'm sure he's going to come out firing. I don't know if I want to use my spend up on Donovan Mitchell, but he's a safe. He should be a safe play. Don't expect to see Cleveland getting smacked two nights in a row or back to back. Jamal Murray, the Laker killer, 8.2K, absolutely in play depending on your lineup construction. Tyler Hero's in play, 8K against Boston. I kind of think Boston wraps this up as far as just like not letting them think they have any life. Uh, Hero's in play. I'm not gonna spend 8,100 for Hero, but he's in play. McCollum 7.3. OKC's defense is for real. Been saying that all season long. I don't really know. I don't really know what the Pelicans are supposed to do. 36 minutes, 29 fantasy points, 6 of 14. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for me to play McCollum, knowing how. Like I don't like playing guards that go up against like really good defenses because they're gonna have long nights. You know what I'm saying? Like McCollum just had. He went 6 for 14. The night before he went 9 for 22. So even for him to pay this off, he's gonna have to take a lot of shots and then hit some of them. So it's gonna be a lot for him to hit value. Brandon Ingram, 33 minutes. He only took 10 shots, 30 fantasy points. The game before that, he took 17 shots, only 25 fantasy points. No dog, no drive, no anger, no nothing. Like Zion is gone and the team is going right along with him. I don't need. I don't. If Ingram was my last, see, I wouldn't even play Ingram. Could I just play Jalen Williams? So I'd rather just take the $300 discount and play Jalen Williams. D'Angelo Russell, man of the hour. You know when he has these hot games, 6, 7, 8 threes, you don't hear nothing. It's crickets. He had 0 points, awful game, and it's like the end of the world on Twitter. Listen, the Lakers can't beat Denver. If the Lakers play Denver 100 times, they're losing 95 times, and that's being generous. But Denver's a better team, so I don't really understand what the fuss is about. You don't expect the Lakers to beat Denver in 4 games. They're lucky if they get one. They almost had one, and that was almost. That was the key word, almost. They're not. They can't beat Denver, so I don't understand why the internet goes crazy over a LA loss. Then they're not supposed to beat Denver. See, NBA is different. NBA is not like the rest of these teams where you have a chance. The better team will always win. That's why they play 4 times. D'Angelo Russell 6.3K. I think his mental is broken, and it's not just because of having a bad game. It's just all the other stuff that comes after it. My mental is broken for him. I can't play him. If he has a great game, good for him. I can't play him. Derek White, nothing special about Derek White in the playoffs because Tatum is going to take 600 shots and Brown is going to take 400 shots. Derek White's in play, but he's not a must play. Garland's another one. He's 6.1K for a reason. Very streaky. He could give you 14 fantasy points or he could give you 40. A lot of busters on this slate, as you can see. A lot of guys that could just bust your lineup. He's in the player pool. I'm not enthusiastic about playing him in my main lineup. I'd rather play Reeves and pray that LA tries to die on this sword. AD is gonna show up. Braun's gonna show up. Maybe one other. Hopefully it's Reeves. Reeves doesn't depend on scoring; he does other things. So I don't mind paying 5.9 for Reeves. Drew Holiday has let me down every single time I've rostered him this season. It doesn't matter what his price is; he's let me down. I think he's a healthy fade. He doesn't even shoot enough for me, so it's whatever. Look at the last 5 games: 17, 32, 20, 27, 21. Listen, he's just not in a position to produce fantasy points anymore. It's nothing personal, just business. Giddy, did he even play over 30 minutes? Nah, he's out here with the baby minutes. I'm good on him. He's a fade. Suggs, you could take a shot. Levert, if you're desperate. The rest of these guys, I'm not touching. Cole Anthony, they don't like playing him for some reason. They need to just trade him or something. You might send him to the Lakers. All these teams not using their personnel correct. All these coaches playing some of their starters like bench guys. Like the NBA needs an entire overhaul. It's disgusting right now. You know what I want, to be honest with you? I want LeBron to retire so they could find somebody else to play with for the whole season. It's like you use him for engagement, right? You use him to get insights, right? And it's all negative. So let him retire, let him go about his business, and now you got to find a new Let's talk about Paul George and his 7 points in the playoff game. Can we talk about that? We don't want to talk about that. The NBA does it to themselves. You already got the cheating from the players. You got the cheating from the refs. NBA media is disgusting. Talk about the same 3 things all season long. There's nothing positive about the NBA. Who's here at shooting guard right now? Jaylen Brown, 7,600. He's absolutely in play. I'd rather play him over Ingram any day of the week. Trey Murphy, you could take that shot, 6.6. Max Strus, he's in the player pool, but I'm not playing him. You see what Jared Allen, you see how many shots Jared Allen and Mobley are getting. That's outside of what Mitchell's getting. Garland's going to take open threes. What's left for Strus? Furthermore, to be paying $5,200 for him. KCP, no thank you. Gary Harris isn't the worst play in the world because of his role, but I can't do it. Hauser and Harris if you're desperate. Duncan Robinson, I don't know what happened to Duncan Robinson. I'm not going to open that can of worms up. Like I said, he's started all season long, get to the playoffs, now he's a bench player. I don't get it. Braun 9.5, gonna die on his sword, fire him up. All I read on never mind. I'm not even gonna go into that. 9.5K, fire Braun. Tatum's in play. Franz Wagner. Some people are gonna game log chase and play a lot of Orlando, and I know that's a big mistake because if Jared Allen and Mobley and Mitchell are locked in, the big 3, it's gonna be a long night for Orlando. Orlando's not. They made a lot of threes and they made a lot of circuit shots. They got lucky. I'm telling you, should be a slaughter on Saturday. Michael Porter absolutely in play. NBA doesn't even talk about him. He's made tremendous leaps as far as consistency this season. We don't talk about the Michael Porters of the world. We don't talk about the SGAs of the world. We talk about the same 2 things all season long in the whole NBA with a whole 32 teams. Michael Porter absolutely in play. Hawkins Jr. 5'7", you could take that shot. Herbert Jones is in play. Lou Dort. On a 4-game slate, he's in the player pool, but I'm not trying to play him, to be honest with you. I can't do it. I can't. Last 5 games, 29, 24, 11, 13, and 22. I can't do it. I'm just waiting for the next notification. Aaron Wiggins start for Lou Dort second half, because that's what we've been seeing all season long. I can't trust Lou Dort to provide fantasy points for me. on a 4-game slate in the playoffs. If he's my last man in, fine. But I'm not trying to play him. Hachimura, not trying to play him either. Highsmith, not trying to play him either. Najee Marshall is usually the guy when there's no Zion. However, they're giving Valanciunas more minutes now. Marshall's in play, but don't go too crazy. Aaron Wiggins if you're desperate. All right, we're about to go to power forward. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell. Thumbs up the video. If you need me to help you out with lineups, you want me to send you my finalized optimal lineups, I can help you for NBA, MLB, MMA, PGA, whatever it is. Check out the Patreon link in the description. I also have super chats open, and I do have channel memberships, and the silver and gold memberships do get you lineups also. Let's go to power forward. Banchero 8.3, he's in play. Porzingis 7.4, he's an okay play. I'd rather play Mobley 6.7. I expect him. He was having a decent night before Cleveland got slammed, so I expect him to continue with that. It's a good matchup for him and Jared Allen. Fire up Mobley. Aaron Gordon is absolutely in play. 6.3, fire him up. Caleb Martin's in play. 4.8. Al Horford if you're desperate. I'm not falling for the Jonathan Isaac stuff. Whatever's going on in Orlando with Jonathan Isaac, I don't want no parts of it. Look at the minutes. 29, 20, 16. What are we doing? Did he do something to you guys? Like, what's happening? Like, did he do something to the Magic staff? Like, why did he go from starter to bench to role player to what's happening? Just don't talk about everything about the NBA is just stupid. I'm just being honest with you. Like, you can't even depend on a starting lineup with some of these teams. Cause they'll start Wendell Carter and then play him 15 minutes. They'll start Jonathan Isaac and play him 15 minutes. They'll start Valanciunas and play him 20. Like, what's really happening? Jovic is in play, but I kind of fear that because he had a decent game, they might play with his minutes next game. Trust me. 27. I'm lying. 26 and 25 last 2 games. His minutes should stay around the same. 25 minutes, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block, 3 steals. Jovic is going to be very popular, rightfully so, 4.4K. But I just feel something weird coming. I feel something real weird going to happen with him. Let's see. But he's absolutely in play. The rest of these guys I'm not touching. Jokic 11.2, too cheap. Anthony Davis is way too cheap, 9.6K. Bam is in play. 13 shots, 40 minutes, 38 fantasy points. Kind of mid numbers for a guy named Bam Adebayo, who's supposed to step up with no Jimmy Butler, but I can't play him. I can't play him at 8K if he can't get me 40 fantasy points, because if you take out a calculator and you times 8 times 5, that's 40. So you're not even getting 5 times value. You feel me? Jared Allen, Holmgren, Valanciunas all in play. Wendell Carter's not in my player pool. Larry Nance. I really don't want to play him. Yeah, I can't play Larry Nance. If they want to give Valanciunas his regular minutes, well, I just play Valanciunas. If they want to bait and switch and cut his minutes when everybody plays him, it is what it is. Chalk it up to the NBA. The problem with the NBA is that you can't just play DFS. It's so much mental gymnastics that goes along with it, and that's the frustrating part. You got to try to figure out what are they going to do with this guy's minutes. Are they going to try to pull the rug from under us? Because they do it all the time. Other sports, MLB, pick your pitcher, pick your batters, go about your day. Golf, PGA, pick your golfers, go about your day. Only in the NBA, you got to pick players, and then you got to really think about it. Then you got to do a game script. Then you got to do all this mental hurdling because You know how the NBA is already. I'm just really sick of it, to be honest with you. I'm over it. Kevin Love, what is he going to get? 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 6 minutes. He went from 13 minutes to 6 minutes. Can't rely on these people. Listen, I'm about to get out of here, but let me leave you with this. Play the players that you know are going to be on the court. I say it all the time. Hopefully some people listen. We know how these teams do, especially with some of the players on this slate. Play the players that you know are going to get minutes. That's all I got for you. I'm going to go in and get out of here. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Did I miss anybody? No, I didn't miss anybody. Yeah. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you need me to send you finalized optimal lineups. Super chats are open. Channel memberships are open. Hope you had a profitable Friday, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.